It's a buyer's market, y'all. That's right. It's official. We've got the stats. Market update, May 17th, 2024. Stats for April came out, and some super interesting things are happening here in the Austin housing market. Opportunity. I am seeing a shit ton of opportunity for my clients right now. First of all, if we look at only the Austin Round Rock metro area, everything's trending up, which is great. Median price up 1.1%, closed sales up 5.9%. But here's where it gets super interesting. If we are only looking at a market snapshot of Austin proper, the city of Austin, closed sales were up 33.2%. That's freaking huge. And the median sales price is up 6%. So what's up with this 33% increase in sales just in Austin versus 5.9% in the metro area? Here's my theory, what I'm seeing, experiencing with my own buyers and hearing around town is that, yes, people are still moving to Austin despite what the headlines are saying, number one. Number two, I'm seeing a huge trend of folks who moved out further out in the country, Dripping, Manchaca, Wimberley, etc., during COVID to get away from everybody. They're feeling isolated and missing urban life, and so they're moving back in. So it's a little bit of both. In those people that are relocating, what I'm finding is really interesting. A lot of what I'm experiencing, some of those folks are empty nesters, so people whose kiddos, maybe they moved to Dripping for the schools or whatever, and now their kids are gone and they want to be back in the city life and have fun and walk to things and go downtown for dinners. So I think that is part of what's lending itself to this increase in sales just in the city of Austin. I also think that because things adjusted slightly, we're seeing some neighborhoods where there's a ton of inventory and a lot of competition. And so I think that people are having to price competitively to get things sold. And so there's opportunity to get into a neighborhood at a little bit lower price than we've seen over the last several years. And so a lot of people are jumping on that opportunity. Just my 2 cents. Furthermore, let's discuss the trend of the months of inventory spiking so much so quickly. Technically, a balanced market is 6 months worth of inventory. The MLS shows Austin proper has 5.4 months of inventory. Why do I say this is a buyer's market? Here's why. Because this is only showing what's on the MLS. We have several off-market channels here in Austin, and let me tell you, there is a lot of activity on the off-market channels. I mean, obviously we're in the spring season. This is prime selling time for most folks because kiddos are about to be out of school. It's just easier logistically. But I also think there is a statistic that 70% of people who bought during those peak years in the pandemic are not happy or regret their decision for whatever reason. They feel like they overpaid, they didn't get in the right neighborhood, it's just not the right house, and they had to make that decision super quickly. So I think that the increase in months inventory is exactly that people are seeing, they're just over it. They're ready to move on. And even despite the high interest rates, they're recognizing that they're going to pay less money over time with a lower home price, even though the interest rate's higher because they know they can refinance at some point. And take the equity that they earned in a short amount of time. Hopefully, some people are taking a loss if they bought at the super top and paid crazy money over list. But if they're that unhappy, your mental state and feeling of comfort in your home can override dollar signs oftentimes. So that I think is also contributing to the rise in inventory. So what I'm experiencing with most of my buyers is that we've got time to make a decision. We are able to go visit homes 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4 times to make sure that my buyers feel confident in their decision and are in love with the house. We are getting seller concessions paid, which means closing costs covered for the buyers by the seller. We are able to negotiate price. And even in instances of multiple offers, we are not seeing these crazy over ask situations. We're seeing things close maybe at or slightly above asking price, even on the homes that are going in multiple offers. So what does all this mean to you if you are considering buying right now? My opinion and takeaway is that opportunity. I am seeing a shit ton of opportunity for my clients right now. Time, choices, negotiating power. Those are why I say it's a buyer's market. All right, see you next month.